citizens, last night I ordered U.S. military forces to Panama. No president takes such action lightly. This morning, I want to tell you what I did and why I did it. For nearly 2 years, the United States, nations of Latin America and the Caribbean, have worked together to resolve the crisis in Panama. The goals of the United States have been to safeguard the lives of Americans, to defend democracy in Panama, to combat drug trafficking, and to protect the integrity of the Panama Canal Treaty. Many attempts have been made to resolve this crisis through diplomacy and negotiations. All were rejected by the dictator of Panama, General Manuel Noriega, an indicted drug trafficker. Last Friday, Noriega declared his military dictatorship to be in a state of war with the United States and publicly threatened the lives of Americans in Panama. The very next day, forces under his command shot and killed an unarmed American serviceman, wounded another, arrested and brutally beat a third American serviceman, and then brutally interrogated his wife, threatening her with sexual abuse. That was enough. General Noriega's reckless threats and attacks upon Americans in Panama created an imminent danger to the 35,000 American citizens in Panama. As president, I have no higher obligation than to safeguard the lives of American citizens. And that is why I directed our armed forces to protect the lives of American citizens in Panama and to bring General Noriega to justice in the United States.
Duly elected, a government that will soon take over the operation of its own canal, a government and a people supported by the money that belongs to them and was returned to them after being held in safekeeping for them by the United States. A government that was given the ability to assume its rightful place through the recent actions of U.S. forces. The Panamanian people in the streets are glad for the new opportunity they've been given.
Well, I feel pretty good because it helped Panama's situation, and a lot of Panamanians feel very, not bad, they feel good about it, you know, and American is, you know, helping out a lot of poor people in Panama, so they're glad about it. That's all I gotta say.
You don't know me, but I'm your brother. I was raised in the living earth. You don't know my kind in your world, but very soon the time will tell. You telling me the things you're gonna do for me. I ain't blind, I don't like what I think I see. Taking it to the street. No more need for running. No more need for hiding. Take this message to
Que el comunismo lo que da es hambre y miseria. Hambre y miseria, nada más.
I said that the communism only leaves misery and
Hambre y miseria.
everything that is bad. I mean, he said that communism he said that communism doesn't represent anything good for humanity, just misery.
What do you think of the U.S. coming into Panama?
We should have done it long time. Way too long.
Excellent. But I think that the American came 20 years late because they have to come 20 years before Torrijos.
I'm very happy. I was expecting this.
I'm glad that they are here, and I hope they come here to stay here for a long time.
Well, everybody feel good, very proud of it because they will have a lot of protection and they, they feel safe completely. They think it's a new life coming back, because when it was Noriega, they were feeling like, everything was down. Now they feel a new life is coming up, a lot of jobs, a lot of money, free life. We don't want to work, it's just because they don't want to. They feel like now the U.S. coming to Panama, they feel there's a lot of freedom in Panama. So that's it.
No more need for running.
A Black Hawk helicopter en route to Howard Air Force Base, and drug agents arrested him on the spot. He was handcuffed inside the C-130 transport plane. Because the wait for justice, for democracy, for freedom is finally over.
Got that?
Burn, baby, burn. The footage you're looking at covers what remains of the commandancia. It is burning to the ground. There's still sporadic fire coming out in and around the commandancia. Obviously, there are some diehards.
Atención, atención, atención. Campeones, en un plan personal para mantener y únanse a nosotros para luchar por la para ayudarlos a ganar su libertad y democracia.
You're both studs, I hope you know that.
Yeah, that's us. We are it.
Atención, aléjense de esta área sin más demora.
Make that announcement. Right here.
Mayor daño
pero tenemos que cumplir con nuestra misión. Si permanecen aquí, se continúan arriesgando. Ayuda.
La guardia, pues cómo llevan a los guardias ahí, ¿ves? Ahora cómo llevan a los guardias. Con calma.
In civilian, I catch you in stroke. I bring in the lunch, my wife in the gimnasio. Seguro social. No, ese es no.
Government? Oh, U.S. government.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Who you work with?
British.
You got all kinds of identification there, huh?
This is lunch with my wife.
Sí, pero tenía esto de aquí.
Oh, sweetness. You got this RPG?
Where at?
Hey, give me somebody. You got somebody free. Go ahead and give this guy some more time.
Billy Badass.
We wish you could keep them there.
Yeah, no shit. Take that home.
There's one I need to that ain't ours. We don't have them kind of stock. Oh yeah, we do. That's a good swap gun, AK. Banging? No, run over.
R&B.
You got it.
Orgulloso. Yo quiero añadir.
norteamericano, sino gobierno norteamericano, y Panamá se habría hundido por completo. Soy tan nacionalista como cualquier otro panameño y... We have an incredibly good response from the members of the military, thousands of them coming back to assume their basic job of providing security in full respect for human rights. We have named yesterday the chief and the second in command of the public force, and other key positions of the public force are being named today. All of the interior of the country has accepted and is now supporting the democratic government of reconstruction and national reconciliation.
What do you expect for the future of Panama?
I feel that this Christmas has been the dividing point between a country going down the drain and a country emerging with difficulty yet, but with a sense of horizon and of hope. It has been the most difficult moment of our history, but we're coming through and we're going to build our nation in peace, in liberty, and in dignity.
Do you expect that the United States will do what they did?
No, we learned about it 2 hours before it took place. We never asked for the invasion. We did everything conceivable to make it unnecessary from anybody's point of view. But once the U.S. decided it, on account of the criminal behavior of General Noriega, we took the decision to respect the will of the Panamanian people, assume the civilian government, and assure our country conditions that could make it possible for U.S. forces to withdraw as soon as is feasible.
What do you expect for Noriega? To be tried here or take it to the
Obviously, it is going to be captured. He is going to be captured by U.S. forces, and we understand that the President of the United States, as head of the U.S. forces, has responsibilities of criminal prosecution. So we don't expect that he'll be handed over to us.
What do you expect now for the United States to do for Panama?
Well, to help create conditions so that it will be soon unnecessary for any American soldier to remain in Panama.
1 minute, just 1 o'clock, 1 minute. Okay. Yeah? Thank you.
You made it okay? Not too much. They're all 20s?
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
coming up from this Banco Nacional wide now.
Cases, two parts around here.
Yeah.
Most of the guys know it anyways. They said they don't want to. That's what I asked before, but he said, they see with that, no, but they look, they see that they're gonna want to do like that. But the guys, the supply side, they got the boots, and the things, you give me a DEA jacket, and I say, well, I'll try it, but I haven't seen anything. He says you should put it back. Halfway down, did it focus?
Otherwise, we can see more cash. Try one again.
Oh, another thing is that, I guess they.
Perspective in that room. I've never seen that much money in my whole life. That's the first time I've ever seen that much money. That much cash. Well, in your business, you see it all the time.
Just big ago in New York last year, $20 million in one house. Found. A few months ago, they found 20 tons of cocaine in LA.
Yeah, right. We're stationed.
It's okay. Yeah, it's good enough tied up. Get some over right there.
Yeah.
Nunca piense que yo tengo una escuela así, sus manos, hace 19 años. No, más, yo lo conozco. Él y yo fuimos flores en el año. Yo fui con besos cada quien que no puede. Yo lo conozco a él, así que ya. Esa es la gran diferencia. Yo funcioné en la frontera en México. Yo estuve en México 3 años, estuve en el Paso 7. Ustedes en Miami lo pusieron. Metí 3 años, metí 2 años en Caracas, 3 años en México.
We'll lay out the documents.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I like you already camera like that.
We will have to, when we put it in evidence.
This is just for the guys over there, the guys in the Delta Force, or I don't know, they wanted the copies of that for a few minutes.
Oh, yeah?
I get it.
That's nice, yeah. Oh, yeah, we'll give them.
Whatever was that, that's a pretty crazy.
I want to do here.
Simply amazing.
I was thinking.
Wouldn't wake up. Wouldn't wake up.
Sorry. But I mean, there looks like there was a roadblock even closer.
Have they got the monitor set up in the area?
They're looking at a little hand one right now.
Do they need a monitor like that one?
Force base,
Flight line,
flight line,
alpha ramp.
alpha ramp. For what seems to be what proves to be a very interesting shoot.